son of a bitch and fucking probably in, I don't know what that is there, B, probably B1.
Tell you about my what?
Well, you're putting rubber gloves on, that's kind of concerning. Okay, so what are you doing here? People might not know how to work on anything that doesn't have a TA in it, so.
TAs are super easy.
Yeah, they are. So one guy's friend can change a TA in 3 hours apparently, so he's...
Superhuman.
Exactly.
Easiest thing to fix way to fix a TA is trade the international off on a John Deere.
Ah, boy. No wonder I get so many dislikes. They're all in the corner of their mom's basement crying. No. Anyway. So what was wrong here with the guy who done the clutch the last time? Everything was all 6 kinds of fucked up.
It didn't take enough time and set it evenly.
Where's the one that's more wore out than the rest?
This one's more, this finger is more wore than the rest on the PTO ones. It was doing all the work.
Doing the work of 3 of them.
Yeah, there's hardly a mark on those 2. This one's way more.
Yeah.
You can, well, it's not to the point that it's wore it out or anything, but it was not set even.
So do you have them set even now?
I'm not done.
No.
I only got the first go round. This one's good. Out a bit.
Man, you're a pair of noisy kids.
Let's get that from their mom.
Right. Anyway, he's gonna get all those set properly, and then we'll talk to you again here in a few. Okay, he gave an explanation of why he's got screwdrivers in there.
Because you have to keep pressure, a slight bit of pressure on the opposite 2 fingers that you're not setting to keep the disc centered, because when you release it, the disc is loose for the PTO. So you keep a little bit of pressure on them, keep it where it belongs, then you set the other one so that it doesn't get out of whack. If it hangs down in the bottom, then these 2 aren't even at the top. That's about it for that.
Clear as mud.
Read the book.
No.
The book.
Have you not talked to Nelson Motors? Change the harmonic balancer.
I know it.
That's balances it. That's what it's for.
Fixes everything.
Exactly.
When in doubt,
Change the harmonic balancer.
yeah.
You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't do that. That's not the right way.
I didn't do anything the right way.
Exactly. There. Now it'll actually go into the fucking bearing instead of spending 17 hours trying to get the cocksucker thing to line up, so. Doing that doesn't hurt anything. All he did is, they're already a little bit beveled, but then instead of it being such a straight, flat face, it's a longer bevel. And then it'll hit the bearing and actually slide on there without as much cursing. Hey guys, how's she going today? Well, this project isn't going to get done before I leave, I guess, because I'm leaving here in a few hours, but there's a few of you asking to make a video on the old girl here, and I started on it, as you've seen, but ended up having to haul grain and everything else, and a few other unexpected things occurred, so it's not going to get done before I leave, and I don't know if it's going to get done while I'm gone or not, but in case it does, I figured I'd do a quick little look at it, I guess. Showed you how a guy sets all the fingers on it and what we do to make things slide together a little bit nicer, but I guess, I don't know, that's kind of how it's going to be, but I figured I'll do a little walk around the thing. It's not mine, it's the neighbor's, the guy who buys most of our hay from us, and PTO clutch was no good in it from, I think, when he bought it like that. And at first he was kind of thinking about putting a loader on it, and then he decided that he'd get more use out of having the PTO fixed, and he went and talked to the John Deere, and they gave him just an astronomical fucking number to do the job, basically because they don't like working on things that they can't fix with their laptop. So, and I mean, that local John Deere in town, they really like changing harmonic balancers, so they probably couldn't talk him into changing the harmonic balancer to fix the PTO clutch. I'm sure they tried, so he asked Dad, and Dad said, well, we can do it for a lot less than what they quoted him. So with parts and everything and our time, it's going to be like a couple grand, I think, when he's all said and done, to get a new main clutch and PTO clutch done. And then the previous owner, whoever put the clutch in the last time, like Dad was saying, had one finger doing the work of 3 of them. So nothing was even close to being set right. I got a drippy nose. Sorry about that. But anyway, it has been repainted at some point. It's got the cheap, shitty new fucking stickers on chrome, whatever you want to call that, hood badges, not the nice raised letters like they're supposed to be. This is my scoreboard of the tractors I've restored here. There's all the old ones. Most of them are buggered up with screws and things through them, so you could probably fix them, but it'd be a pain. But anyway, so it's been repainted at some point. Air conditioning, not a bad cab, I guess, for the time, but could definitely use a bit of love. Like, it's all cracked apart on the bottom half of the door, and that window's broke. The interior's all chewed up in her, but I mean, if a guy spent some time on it, you could probably clean it up, but he doesn't really use it for very much, so I don't think he really gives a fuck too much about it. So he pulls his hay rake with it and a few other little odds and end jobs, but now that he has his PTO fixed, he'll probably do a bit more with it. No 3-point hitch, because that's an old, useless, outdated technology around this country here. Even the new tractors don't fucking have them on them, because all they're good for is hitting your head on. Only thing around here 3-point would get used for on a tractor like this would be a snowblower. But you don't need a 3-point on every fucking tractor to run a snowblower. So, and then most guys just use a blade anyway. So anyway, 2 remotes, PTO obviously. And yeah, that's really about all I've got to say about the thing. It's not mine, so I don't know too much about it, but I figured it would take a real quick look at it just in case we don't see the thing again before I get home, because I'm going to be gone for about a week here. I'm getting some augers and things moved around and set up, and Dad and Antoine are going to haul. They're going to finish one bin of my canola and then start working on Antoine's until I get home again. But I guess that's about all I got to tell you. I just wanted to finish it up because I got some good clips there with Dad talking about what he was doing, and I didn't want to end up not using them or whatever reason, having nothing to really use them on if I came back and the tractor's not here. Hopefully Dad doesn't have time to work on it and it won't get he won't have it finished before I'm back, and then we can have a part 2 here. But if that's how it works out, I guess, and it's gone when we get home, well, I showed you a little bit anyway. You guys probably remember our transmission jacks from the splitting jacks from when we done the 5010 last year. Or just an implement jack. This is a Grandpa Gee invention, this implement jack, and then caster wheels, and we ended up adding braces. It used to be each one was independent, but the weight of the 5010 was making them kind of bow apart from one another, so we bolt those angle irons in there now. Aftermarket battery box. Very, very poorly designed, because they had the ground wire, whoever came up with it, the fucking ground wire, instead of it running to a good ground at the starter like most normal people would do, it was grounded to the bracket that holds the hydraulic line in place under the frame. It was working, so I guess. Oh boy, I don't know, some guys. The world's biggest circulating heater, like that thing must be at least 5 inches tall. Pretty tiny little guy. I've never seen one that small before. What that does is circulate your coolant, keep your engine warm in the wintertime when you plug it in. It's an element in there that heats up. Keeps it warm. It's got a block heater. There's the block heater and the circulating heater. Most of our tractors are that way with both. That way when it's 45 blowout and 100 mile an hour wind, so it's like minus 60 out, they'll still start that way. But it's been converted to 12 volt as well. This thing, just about everything in the country that's like that has been converted. But there's a little bit of a ramble on and a quick look at the thing. It's not mine, so I don't know a hell of a lot about it. But anyway, if it's still here and we get back, I'll make a part 2 when we put it together and fire it up and drive it out of here. So anyway, I guess all I was going to talk to you about anyways, just so I could make the rest of this video. So anyway, if you want to hopefully see the rest of it when it goes back together, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button, turn the notification bell on so you know when a new video comes up. Leave a comment below, and thanks for watching. Talk to you guys in the next one.